Hey, Black people, you want to talk about building generational wealth again? Let's go. You are in Hillman Talk Spring 2026, and I want to welcome you to Wealth 101. Now, come on in and have a seat. I'm Professor E, your wealth guru, here to teach everyday Black people how to build generational wealth. Now, you know you got to like and comment and share and save so I stay in your algorithm, right? Because they want to still shadow ban your girl. They don't want you to get this knowledge. And remember, I'm never going to ask you for money. I'm never going to ask you to invest with me. If somebody is sending you a DM to tell you to do that, it's a scam. Report, block. Do you think I have time to actually ask 200,000 or 300,000 people, did you like my class today? No, that's fake. Report, move on. Okay. Now, today's topic continues our conversation on real estate. And people keep asking me over and over again when they're looking at these videos, how do I save for the down payment? Tell me how to save for the down payment. I cannot respond to 150 people asking me that same question, but what I can do is make this video. And too many people think that wealth starts when you make more money. It doesn't. It doesn't. The truth is that wealth starts when you stop wasting the money you already have, because every single month, so many of us are leaking money without realizing it. And if we're being honest with ourselves, too many of us have normalized spending habits that quietly keep us from property ownership. And it's not because we're irresponsible. It's not because we're incapable. It's because nobody has taught us how to redirect money away from consumption to assets. Okay. And today I want to challenge you differently. Okay. I want you to stop looking at your extra money as spending money. That's it. I want you to start looking at that money as down payment money. Because you see, every unnecessary expense is delaying your future property. Every impulse purchase is pushing you further away from your dream house. And once you understand that, baby, you change your entire mindset. Now, the first thing you got to do is you got to identify where your money is going. And most people can't tell you where they spent that last $50, $100, $500, whatever. And that's dangerous. For the next 30 days, I need you to track everything, every dime you spend, okay? Every coffee, every online order, every food delivery, every Uber drive, whatever, every subscription, I deserve this purchase. Stop it. Write it down, because what gets measured gets managed. Do you hear me? And when people track what they are spending honestly, they usually discover hundreds, if not $1,000, disappearing every month with no lasting value in their lives. Now, let me be clear. I'm not saying not to enjoy your life. What I'm saying is stop financing temporary happiness while delaying permanent ownership. There is a difference. The next thing I need you to do is to determine what you can actually afford. You see, too many people will start by scrolling websites, Zillow, Realtor, whatever, and dreaming emotionally. Stop it with that. Don't pick a man like that. Don't pick a house like that, okay? I need you to start with some math, because before you fall in love with the property, determine what my monthly payment that fits my budget, what price range can I actually support, what's my credit score looking like? Now, what debt do I need to reduce? But most importantly, how much cash do I need for the closing costs? Okay. Remember this: clarity creates discipline. Okay. I'm going to give you a quick example. Let's say after you talk to a lender, the lender tells you you can afford $350. That means your budget is $300. See how I did that? Okay. You got to find the loan program and see what it is. You got to put 3% down, 5% down, 10% down, 20%, whatever. Let's say you decide, okay, I'm going to put 5% down. So 5% of 300, not 350, is $15,000. Okay. Now that dream becomes measurable. Now you know exactly the number you are chasing. And suddenly those random purchases, baby, they start to look differently, because every $100 that you spend now could have gone towards that $15,000 goal. And that changes your mindset. So instead of saying, can I afford this? You start to ask, is this worth delaying my property purchase? And baby, that's a powerful shift. And here is what I want you to do next. I need you to create a separate bank account specifically for this down payment. Okay. Not your regular checking account. No. Not the account connected to your debit card. Definitely no. Please don't do that. I want a separate savings account, preferably a high yield savings account, okay? And every time you identify a wasteful spending amount, transfer that money immediately. I need you to skip eating out 3 times this week, okay? Move that money. I need you to cancel an unused subscription. Move that money. Did you work overtime? Move that money. Did you get a tax refund? Move that money. Did you get a small bonus at work? Move that money. Because what you do consistently matters more than what you do occasionally. And let me show you how quickly this can work. If you redirect, let's just say $25 a day from wasteful spending, that's about $750 a month. And over 1 year, that could be $9,000. I watched everybody in my office today buy lunch. I ate the one I brought, but I digress. That is before interest, tax refunds, side hustle money, employer bonuses, all of that. Now imagine a couple doing that together. That's how down payments are built. It's not always from a huge salary. It's from intentional decisions. And let's talk honestly about one more thing, lifestyle pressure. Too many people feel there's lifestyle pressure to look successful before they actually become successful. Luxury cars, designer labels, expensive bunches, bottle service, trips you finance on credit cards. Stop. Meanwhile, you ain't got no ownership, no investment, no emergency fund. You got to break that cycle, because looking rich and being rich is 2 different things. Okay. One gets applause. The other creates freedom, though. That's becoming rich. And ownership changes families. It creates options. It creates stability. It creates equity, and it creates something you can pass down. You see, rent payments is building somebody else's wealth, but property payments is building yours. And I need our community to understand this. That small daily decisions absolutely matter. That coffee is not the issue by itself. It's the issue of undisciplined habits repeated over the years. You see, wealth is rarely lost in one giant mistake. It's usually lost in small leaks over time. And wealth is rarely built in one giant moment either. It's built through consistent discipline. So before you lay your head down tonight, I want you to make a decision. Stop calling your extra money spending money. I need you to call it either your home fund money or your investment money, whatever. It's no longer your spending money. This is your legacy money, because every dollar you stop wasting can become a brick in the foundation of your future. And baby, when Black families begin redirecting money away from appearances, but towards ownership, we do more than buy homes. We build stability, we build options, we build equity, and we build legacy. And that, my friends, is how communities change for generations. I'll see you next time on Wealth 101.